Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all the Ambazonians on Ground Zero. Good evening to our able forces who have fought a great battle in Lebialem this week. Good evening to our able forces in Bamenda who have also fought a great battle this week. Good evening to the forces who defend homeland in Wotutu village. Good evening to all the refugees in Nigeria. Good evening to all the Ambazonians who are in the hidings in the forest. Good evening to all those who are in the cells in the Republic of Cameroon, those who have been injured and are in the hospitals in different parts of Ambazonia. Good evening to all the Ambazonians on Ground Zero. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to all Ambazonians in the diaspora. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. It depends where you find yourself. Good evening to all the best wishers and the sponsors of the Ambazonian struggle for independence. May God bless all of you. This is Mr. Hopes, Prince Ayamba Lawrence, has come up again to brief the people or give the people on Ground Zero hopes, as he has always been doing. The ground forces on Ground Zero are giving me a lot of hopes. So I also should do all my best to always give them hopes also, directly from Paris. I will begin by sending particular greetings to all the ground forces that they are doing a marvelous job. The ADF, the Red Dragons, the Vipers, the ARA, Momo Tigers, the BRAC, BRA, the Soka Def, the Forest Warriors, the Bakosi Tigers, the Terminators, the M13, and many others fighters on Ground Zero, and all those who are defending, neighborhood to neighborhood, defending even our citizens who are in the forest. May God bless all of you. I will also pray for you people that you should have hopes and courage, and that this war, which has been declared on us by the evil dictator Paul Biya on the 30th of November 2017, should come to a fast end anytime from now, with victory being on the side of the Ambazonia. Okay, today I will have certain, topics that we have to discuss on, that I will throw some light to you people. Because as I earlier told you, in any struggle for liberation, there are ups and downs. And the sole, aim of the freedom fighter is to achieve their independence. So we should bear in mind, as we have already been told by the minister who wrote a letter to Mr. John Ba Akuro that we should expect these things to happen. And he was saying the right thing because he wrote it and now it is happening. The evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon are now breaking into houses and killing the youths, killing little kids, killing women, causing, problems everywhere in Ambazonia, so that they will blame, the world should blame, the Amber boys. But we are here to inform the world that most of these things that are happening in the Republic of Cameroon are caused by the agents of the Republic of Cameroon, Secret Service police people. They are around everywhere now causing serious massacre. Genocide is going on. The world has been a wicked world. This world is just seated quiet and looking as the Ambazonians are being killed in their numbers. This world has stand up to defend and support the dictator Paul Biya, who has been in power for 42 years. His post as prime minister inclusive. History is reversing now because of self-interest, because of interest for petrol and oil. As I will tell you people, when Adolf Hitler declared war on many countries, the whole world was fighting against him, that he was a dictator. Every person fought against Adolf Hitler, Mussolini, Franco in Spain, in Russia. And now, this is the reverse. The world is fighting against, freedom fighters in favor of dictatorship. So we don't know where the world is going to. The United Nations is there to support the dictator. France is there under Macron to support the dictator. China is there to support the dictator. Malta is there to support the dictator who has been in power for over 42 years, enslaving his people, now causing massacre on innocent people in Amazonia after raping their resources for close to 58 years through an illegal marriage that our forefathers took us to. I'm saying that this is a disgrace to the world. This is a disgrace to the world. It is a great shame to the world. It is a great shame to the world. Shame. To all the superpowers. Those are the powers who are having veto rights in the United Nations Security Council. It's a shame that they will sit and look massacre, genocide being carried out in Amazonia. Kids are being killed. Young people are being killed. Mothers are being killed. Girls are being raped. Some are thrown in mud. All the villages are being burnt. People are poisoned. People are locked up in cells. Some have been killed in cells. All the evils of genocide is being carried out. And the superpowers sit quiet and look. The United Nations, which has become the divided nations, with his one-time old General Secretary General, who does not even reason again. he opens his large mouth and is supporting Paul Biya because he took the golden statue from Paul Biya. I will say shame to the Commonwealth of Nations. Shame to Commonwealth of Nations, a gentleman, organization who has failed to respect its principles. Shame to Great Britain, who sold us to the Republic of Cameroon. And now genocide is going on and Great Britain is just seated quiet and looking. Shame to the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, who took bribe from the dictator Paul Biya, the golden statue, and now he is defending Paul Biya, the dictator, because they are in one secret society. Shame to you, Secretary General. May God punish you, and may God even punish you. You have a plane accident and die. You are a wicked man, because you just said recently that Paul Biya has the right to cause genocide in Cameroon. So I'm praying that you should have an accident and die. Or I'm begging the United States citizens who are all having guns with them should try and shoot you on the street. You are a disgrace to the United Nations organization. Shame to you again. Shame to all the African Union leaders who go to the African Union. Shame to you people. Shame to Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, for sending troops down to fight innocent people, innocent civilians in Ambazonia. Shame to you, Macron. Even your own internal policy is more than you. It's more than you to govern your own country, France. You are sending troops down so that they should go and kill a fellow French citizens there in Ambazonia. It's a disgrace to President Macron. Shame to you, China, who sent troops and financial aid to the dictator, because you are feeling that he is standing for elections. You will still come in order to exploit the gold, timber, rubber, cocoa, everything, oil, palm nut in Ambazonia. But let me tell you, we will never accept any country again to come into Ambazonia to extract our resources. Bygones are bygones. Enough is enough. Shame to all the presidents of the African countries who are just quiet looking as genocide is being carried out on the Ambazonians, just because they are in the same secret society with the old dictator Paul Biya. Shame to Patricia Scotland, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, for also receiving bribe from the dictator Paul Biya. Statues, gold statues. Paul Biya is spending a lot of money for gold statues. His country is there, no water, no drinking water, no electricity, no good roads, no schools, medical facilities. But he is having enough money to spend gold statues, giving rich countries again, more wealth. While the people are suffering, they don't have food, they don't have good healthcare facilities. Shame Ségolène Royal, Royal, who supported the dictator in the Republic of Cameroon, who is causing genocide on Southern Cameroons. Shame to Atanganji for killing his own people for position in Menka Star Hotel. Shame to all Southern Cameroonians, elites, and funds, and chiefs, governors, DOs, SDOs, prime minister, ministers, who are encouraging military of the Republic of Cameroon to kill their citizens. Shame to Ekema Patrick, the coconut head, who has failed to stop the ghost town in Boya. Shame to Paul Biya, who put on napkin and is still standing for elections at the age of 86 years, trying to use his power in the free mansion to deceive the people. Shame to all the citizens of the Republic who are cowards to stand and see Paul Biya embezzling all the wealth of the country with his ministers, with no roads, no electricity, no good schools, no hospitals, no good roads. Shame to Kazatumi and Munzu, who knows Ambazonia or Southern Cameroon has suffered for 57 years under the occupation of the Republic of Cameroon as slaves, and they want to make Southern Cameroons again a slave to the Republic of Cameroon. Now, more slaves with concrete agreements. Shame to Paul Tasson and the chief of Leo, who are in the same secret society with Paul Biya, and are following Paul Biya's order to kill their own people in the place of position and money that Paul Biya is giving to them. Shame to Ni Jongfu, shame to Ni Jongfu and his SDF party, who is receiving monies from Paul Biya and still in parliament, despite the genocide that is going on in Southern Cameroon. So the world should know that it's a disgrace for all these people who have called their name and the countries. And we are begging the United States that we have only the United States as our last hopes. So we are begging Donald Trump to intervene to see that this genocide should stop. Because United States is just the last hope. But with time, I will show you people video. The world should see the videos presently that are going on. Things that are happening now in Ambazonia. The massacre, the killings, the genocide that is going on now. Okay, that was just the introduction to shame first of all these disgraceful people of the world. Okay, so now what we will discuss today, we will be saying certain topics. We will be discussing on some certain topics, you know, such as America is preparing sanctions to the armies of the Republic of Cameroon. That is good news. Ivo, General Ivo, injured in the battle. What the restoration forces or restoration self-defense forces have to bear in mind on ground zero. A small short audio where one person gives his testimony of what happened to him personally by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon as he missed death narrowly. So he gives an advice to others to take precautions. Israel plans to support the Republic of Cameroon. We'll talk about it. What a message that late John Guffoncha said at the AAC2 1995 in Boya. We should also talk about it. I read the speech. Atakanji Paul plans to adopt and extradite the IG. I will talk about it. BBC Focus reports on the shooting in Cameroon. I will talk about it. While talking, I will also put some, short videos and short audios so that it should give the right picture of what I will discuss. Collaboration and unity across the Frontline movement. I will talk about it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just start straight away. Before I start, I'll thank everybody for having, strong will concerning the struggle. Thank all the Ambazonians for having the strong will that we must have this independence. Thank also the refugees for being so dynamic in the struggle. They are there, keeping their peace, praying that the struggle should gain grounds. Before I start even, I will also give some short advice to the people in the northern zone in Bamenda, where it is alleged that the governor and others are organizing to encourage those in the hidings in Bamenda, in the forest, should come out from the hidings and register in the council in order that they should know those who need humanitarian aid so that they can give them humanitarian aid. Please, I want to tell my Ambazonians in the northern zone that nobody should hear from any person from the Republic of Cameroon. They are planning to kill you people. If you come out of your hidings, they'll kill you. Because genocide is still going on. Seriously now. It is even more serious than before. This is the period for the real genocide because they are really doing what they have planned to do to eliminate all the Ambazonians and to struggle to intimidate us so that the election should take place. But we will say no, no elections will take place. Even indiscriminately of the killings and everything, we will never accept any election to take place in Amazonia. So you people should not hear from any mayor or SDO or any person. Nothing from any senator. No chief can convince you again. The chiefs are failure people. The funds are failure people. No, you hear nothing from the funds. If you hear from the funds, they are going to kill you. Because they have not held a conference again in Yaoundé with Atangandi Paul. The conference they planned that they come back and kill you people. All the funds in Bamenda are planned that they will come and kill you people. All those funds for Nagwafo and the rest. What happened in Menka will still happen again, many. So you people should not hear from them, please. I'm begging people from Bamenda, from the northern zone, and also from the southern zones. You people should not hear from the funds, the DOs, the mayors, you know, the ministers, the prime ministers. Hear from no person who have any connection with the Republic of Cameroon. They are all secret society killers. They kill, they suck blood, they drink blood, they like to see people die. They like to see people be enslaved. So, I am begging people, don't come out to register anything. Because they are planning that when you come, you register, they will take your names even, and from your names, they will use it, you know, to register for elections and call people to come and vote. They will take Chadians and the rest to come and vote. And people from, you know, the Republic of Cameroon come and vote with their names and say, Ambazonia has voted. So you people should not come out there, and they are planning to kill you people. If they give you anything, don't take. Because all the fruit has been poisoned. What you advise is sufficient. When we talk like this, it happens. So you people should be very, very careful. This is the worst moment in the struggle. Okay, I will start by thanking everybody. Thanking everybody for, you know, the ghost town. Because today I would like to give a bit of summary from, you know, for the week even. Right from Monday or even Sunday right up to today. So I'll touch on small points to keep the people alert, you know, what is happening. The bad side, the good side. And how people should take precaution. That is the work of hopes. Make the people know what's happening. So that they should know how to adjust things. They will know when to run out of the town. They will know when to be around. Okay. Thank you people very much. All the Ambazonians for respecting the ghost town on Monday. The 6th of August 2018. In particular, the ghost town in Boya, which was intensely respected. These have shown Ekema Patrick, the terrorist, that he is not the owner of Boya and Fako, that the Ambazonian owns the Ambazonians own Boya and Fako. Shame to Ekema Patrick again for removing airs from the tires of the vehicles which respected ghost town in Boya. A person who have the possibility of shooting Ekema with his gun should do so for the good of all the Ambazonians. For Ekema has planned with the Republic forces that they should kill the youth of Boya. During the ghost town, The only sound that was heard was that sound of birds instead of sounds of cars and human beings. So I will just show you a short video so that you really see how it goes down. If possible, I don't know if I have it. I'll just show you if I can get it. Please, 1 minute. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you how it goes down first.
This is Monday goes down. The seat in Boya. Monday the seat goes down in Boya. Whether Ikema Patrick checks in, I get Boya. Whether Ikema Patrick checks in, I get Boya.
That was a ghost town. You see, it was really a ghost town. It was really a ghost town. So Ikema Patrick has failed. He makes a lot of noise. Ikema Patrick makes a lot of noise. It's a noise maker. He will escape from Boya, or we'll kill him, or we arrest him. 3 million francs. 3 million francs is given to any person who will kill Ikema or arrest him and hand him over to the self-defense forces. America is preparing for a more severe sanction. America under Donald Trump. Donald Trump is angry to see the genocide being carried out by a dictator. So America is preparing serious sanctions on the Republic of Cameroon. That is good news. It has already even started by withdrawing all the military aids and the military equipment that were given to them. As a result of the genocide being carried out on the Ambazonians, the ambassador of the United States of America, Peter Ballerin, in Info Matin, that is the newspaper in the Republic of Cameroon, said that the United States of America is preparing very severe sanctions against the armies of the Republic and a possible intervention militarily in the southern Cameroons. That is the ambassador to Cameroon, the American ambassador to Cameroon, who is saying it, that America is preparing severe sanctions to the military of the Republic of Cameroon under the dictator Paul Biya, and there is a possible intervention of American military into southern Cameroon. That is very good news. Well, our able General Ivo was injured during a serious battle in Kumbo. Our able General Ivo was injured during a serious battle in Kumbo. Amber News reached out to him early on the 7th of August 2018. That is 2 days ago. In his own words, General Ivo said, "You people should not worry much about me. We brought down 5 of them during this patrol. I am fine. I am fine. I am responding to treatment. Pray for me and let our leaders to unite. Pray for me and tell our leaders to unite. As for us on ground zero, we are united. Goodbye for now. General Ivo says we should pray for him that he is taking treatment. That in the battle in Kumbo, they brought down 5 Republic operational forces. And that they should tell the leaders in the diaspora to unite, because they on ground zero, they are already united. That is a very strong and good message from our able General Ivo. May God bless you, General Ivo. The killings of high-ranking officers in the forces of La Republique has started. It was said that they will start eliminating the high-ranking officers in the forces of La Republique du Cameroon. That is, those who are Ambazonians. As it was said in the letter written by a minister to John Ba Akoro, that many things are going to happen to cause division among us. A handful of high-ranking forcemen have been killed by the dictator's secret forces. They came to their homes and killed them. All this is to cause divide and rule. They want that Ambazonians should start blaming each other. But lucky enough, the minister told the Ambazonians all this will happen. This was on Sunday, the 5th of October, on Sunday, the 5th of August, 2018. A commissioner in Mutengene was shot in his house. The commissioner, Mr. Ake Ndume, was shot in his bedroom. It should be noted that Amba's boys don't shoot people anyhow. They don't shoot even forces of La Republique if they don't attack them. They wait that you should attack before they be on the offensive, or before they be on the defensive, because they are self-defense. So this commissioner, Mr. Njume, who was killed inside his own bedroom, has been killed by La Republique's secret service policemen, who have now been scattered all over the southern and the northern zone, broken into houses, killing innocent people. The daughter lamented because he doubted it. The father was not killed when he is at work, but he was killed right inside the house. That was surprising. Amba boys don't kill. They don't kill. They can only arrest you and ask you some questions and leave you afterwards. They don't kill Ambazonians in the forces. Except on the battlefield, if you want to kill, if they are fighting a war, you can be killed. But not that they come to your home and carry and kill you. Let me show you people the picture of Mr. Jumel that was killed. This is the picture of the 3-star commissioner of Mutengene that was killed He was killed by secret police from Yaoundé, sent by President Paul Biya. This is him killed inside his bedroom, so that the blame should go to the Ambazonian self-defense forces. But lucky thing, we know all this in advance. And you can hear the daughter weeping seriously.
Clara, oh. Clara, don't read me. They ever tell me say the fall for all man in roof. Clara, you don't fall for my papa a roof wey no over old. You don't fall for my papa a roof wey they dey use waka stick. Don't read me the fall for all man in roof so. You don't fall for my papa in roof. As you tell me say I don't mind. That rain go fall for all man in roof, Clara. You don't fall for my roof. You don't fall for my papa in roof. God, Clara, somebody came and shot my father. They can shoot Mr. Ikanjuman for a room, through window. Who is that coward who came and killed my father in his house? Clara, they don't see my papa for workplace. They don't see my papa for market. They don't see my papa on top of a woman. They don't see my papa. He follow somebody pikin, they shoot him. They can't shoot him for his house. Clara, that rain no fall for my roof. Oh. That rain no fall for my roof. Ah. You don't fall for my roof, Clara.
That is the daughter lamenting. We were told in the letter that let's expect many things to happen, but let's be focused. Let's have focus, and let not, let just not put too much interest on the things that are happening, because that is what the Republic is doing now in order to, cause division between the southern and the northern zones, so that people feel that it is Ambazonians who are killing people of this particular tribe, It is those secret police people who have been sent by Paul Biya and the Minister of Defense, Shiruma, Atanaji Paul, and others who are killing these people in order to put the blame on us. The world should take note. I continue. Furthermore, 2 Marine military officers of the colonial regime of President Paul Biya has been gunned down in their homes early on Tuesday, the 7th of August 2018 in Modemba, Indian County. Wife of one of them arrested. I will show you how the Republic are killing day in and day out in one of the latest video that I will show very soon. As I was saying, the killings have started. When they kill in all the domains, because the war is declared to everybody. We declared war to all the Ambazonians. They did not declare war to the citizens, and they left the police people or the janabs or the bishops or the popes or the rest. They declare war for everybody. That is why they killed Reverend Father Sop, and they killed other Reverend Fathers in Bamenda. They killed, Miss Bite Inn, the proprietor of Miss Bite Inn. Now they are killing the commissioners. They are killing the kids. They are killing women. They are killing everybody. Killing the refugees. That is the evil forces of La Republic Cameroon. That is their work they are doing. Supported by the old and foolish Secretary General of the United Nations Organization, Antonio Guterres, because he took, the golden statue from Paul Biya, which cost millions of francs. So he's forced to be behind Paul Biya. Okay. There are also some norms that the Ambazonian self-defense forces must respect. What the Restoration Self-Defense Forces have to bear in mind on ground zero. True self-defense forces or restoration forces, aka Amber Boys proclaim, we don't steal. We don't force people to contribute. We don't steal. We don't force people to contribute. We don't attack innocent people. We don't take anything by force except from the enemy or the terrorists. We investigate terrorists before attacking them. We don't visit people at night and force them to give us money. We do not harass our people. We do not kill civilians. We do not make human sacrifices. We do not rape. If any person comes to you claiming to be Amber Boys and force you to give money or anything, please just know that they are thieves being sponsored by La République de Cameroon and people like Atang Paul, Ekema Patrick, Abetando, people like on Angwafo, and many others. Paul Castle, the chief of Lewo, and many others, in order to discredit the Amber Boys. If you have any way to deal with them, please do so. We shall not sit and watch criminals destroy the revolution. There was one guy who missed, narrow death in the hands of the Republic of Cameroon forces, as he was arrested in one of the immigration office when he went to assist to make a passport for somebody. And when he was arrested, they were put in a very cold room, more than even the temperature inside a fridge. There were many of them. And this guy, they were there for 3 days. They had serious torture. And he was only saved by one Ambazonian, the Republic forces, who came closer to him and told him, call your people to send monies. If not so, it will be bad for you. Tell your people to send 300,000 francs. If not so, it will be bad for you. God save him. Because he called a friend, and the friend sent him 150,000 francs, and they freed him. Let me just put the video so that you hear from his own mouthpiece.
So, the thing is we have for this year only. police your passport. I don't reach for province. They waste my time so it won't be 12 o'clock. Now they make call for backside the passport, the immigration office. Now some bandits come up for my back. Everybody start to run. If I want to know, now they don't knock me some blow for my face, start to drag me inside some their van. Cause some other people them. That's why they put me inside the van. I will taste them. Take we go for some very cold room. When I say cold room, I fish and a fish. They be they keep inside that kind of place. They take upon them. They check. They call it Amber. Say we be spy them. They ask me which I they do for that passport office. If I not be doing our passport, I not be policeman, which I they do for them. Check my phone, see if I get any link with the struggle. They not see anything because I be delete them. Now one of them call me, my Anglophone brother, call me. So immediately I let my family, may they send me 300,000. I want to content, they will take me go. My brother said, tell us so I see that with my own eye. The kind way they treat you for that place for 3 days. I've been on the same line already go. I've been already called myself as a dead man. But God in His infinite mercy. That man will phone brother call me for corner. So if I get any person wait for just make her come up for here, man just contact him. Right, so my friend, I contact them, just send me 150 down for the account. So you take me go for a corner. They release me, but before they want to release me, the other people they don't know how to be the subject own case, but now my own experience that they talk about, they inject me some small injection for my neck. I don't know what that one mean, I don't know. I don't come on now one full day this yesterday morning till date. I need money now so to go hospital. Go run me a test to know which they inject me for my neck. My brother and sisters, nothing that will happen for me. At the top, may everybody be vigilant. The outside don't spoil. Our brothers and sisters they never die. And my own experience is a bit tell now. True life story. Papa God so now bring me back alive. God bless man.
Okay, people have heard from the boy's own personal, mouth himself. People should be very, 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 careful because these people are very wicked. They have been wicked to us for 57 years. And now they want to wipe all the Ambazonians. You people should take care. Don't go closer to anybody from the Republic of Cameroon. The Republic of Cameroon's Nyans are all Satan. Please try to stay away from them. Now they have injected him with certain thing. He does not know the chemical. He will kill him gradually. So please people should listen to mostly what we are saying. When we say things will happen, they will happen. Because we get information in advance. Everybody should take care the way he does his things. Offices that you go, take care now. Because most of the people who are now in the offices are forces on civilian dresses. Most of the offices have now forces. This train, secret forces. They are all the offices in Ambazonia. So you people should take care the way you are going to offices. If you want to go in, don't go with your phone. Leave your phone in the house. Don't move with your phones again. When you are going to offices and certain places like banks. or Western Unions and the rest, MoneyGrams, don't go with their phones, please, because they control their phone, and if they get any information, it becomes a problem to you. Okay, that was it for the boy. Thank God that they did not kill him, but now he has been injected. We don't know. He should only try and go and carry out the check, medical checkup. On Tuesday also, it was alleged that Tuesday the 7th of August 2018, that the Republic forces have to attack Bale Nyonga. They will be coming there, or they came there, or I don't know if they're already there, to search, the houses of the individuals, because they had the information that many guns are being kept in Bale Nyonga, that the guys in Bale Nyonga are having guns in their houses, that the Ambazonians are having guns in their houses. So people from Bale Nyonga should take care and should be at the alert. If they have their guns, they should hide them, because this boat should not take people underwear. Okay, updates from Wotutu. According to an authoritative sources from Wotutu, as from Saturday, over 200 Amber fighters, as from Monday, over 200 Amber fighters has taken to the military in an offensive attack that began since 3 a.m. on Tuesday morning. The military of the Republic were trying to get to the hideout of the Amber fighters on Monday night. This provoked the battle. The Amber fighters attacked the heavily armed Republic forces, led to heavily shooting. Close range shooting, continuous shooting, machine guns for hours, several hours in Wotutu. About 5 civilians who were curious to watch the actions going on were shot, and they are in critical conditions. The Amber fighters are reported to have dragged 3 B fighters to their hideout, and it is reported that 9 B were killed. That is 9 of the occupational forces were killed. It was also alleged that before the war could start, the Amber's fighter told everybody village, because it shall be a long fight. Mass exodus took place in the Bojongo court area. But at present, calm has been restored in Otutu. Israel plans to support the Republic of Cameroon to fight against the Ambazonians. Israel ambassador to Cameroon, Ron Guido, and Israel's state accountant, Ronnie Hikiyahu, has a hearing with the foreign minister, Lejeune Mbela, during which the two countries promised to strengthen bilateral ties under the authority of the president, Paul Biya, the dictator, and the Israeli leader. Israel will continue to sponsor or to support Cameroon counter terrorism, the ambassador said. Israel diplomats told reporters after a hearing with Minister Lejeune Mbela that they pledged to support Cameroon in other areas, in addition to helping to ensure peace and stability. So, Israel ambassador said they will help Cameroon to come and install peace and stability. That means coming to fight, helping them to fight against the Ambazonians. So this is another enemy again we have. We have so many enemies. All the enemies, all the countries in the world that are fighting against us. I believe this is the Third World War. All the countries that are fighting against us. In the Second World War, countries were fighting against Adolf Hitler, who was a dictator. But now, in the war in Amazonia, freedom fighters are fighting, but every country is supporting dictator. Instead, in the First World War, they were against dictator. But now, that is in 1945, they are against dictator. Now, in 2018, they are for dictator. They are against, freedom fighters. That is how the world has taken the reverse. Every country is coming to Cameroon to fight with the dictator against freedom fighters. There is a question sign in all this. Britain is supporting the dictator. France sent troops, support the dictator, Paul Biya. China sent finances and ammunition to support the dictator. Chad is supporting the dictator. OAU is supporting the dictator. Malta is supporting the dictator. We, the Ambazonians, we have no support. The world is seated quiet and looking. But we must win the fight. Nobody can win us in that soil. Ambazonian is owned, Ambazland is owned by Ambazonians. We are the owner of the land. Nobody can come and win us in that soil. We know the land. The land respects us. Our forefathers were buried there. All our homes were buried there. It's our land. I will send out any country that comes. Will kill all the foreign countries that come to fight there. We are killing the Chadians. We are killing any person. South African Republic that we are there. They are killing them. We are killing and killing. We'll kill the Republic forces. We'll kill all of them if we have a possibility of killing. And the great war is coming. When they will realize that they made an error. Any country that comes, Israel should come. If it comes, we will kill people. We know people are strong in war, but that war is a God-blessed war. You people are also a God country. We will show people that we are strong because you people are God country because you are the highest country in jurisdiction. Because jurisdiction is the headquarters of the whole world. It's there in Israel. We are waiting for you people, Israel. You people should come. God should punish you people. Okay, let's continue. We have many enemies, but we must win. So we only have our only last hope is with the United States of America under Donald Trump. Let Donald Trump come and help us. We are only begging. Okay, I will read you a short quotation which late John Gufoncha said in AAC 2, 1995 in Boya. My children, forgive me for making you join French Cameroon during the plebiscite. I did so in good faith, but I didn't know that Ahijo had hidden agenda. My time is up. You should fight for your freedom. My children, forgive me. John Gufoncha, AAC 2 in Boya, 1995. Before John Gufoncha died, he told us to fight for our freedom, that he made an error. He apologized for dying. So let God also forgive him. Let him also be praying in his tomb that we should win. Because he took us to this level. He took us, he created this war for us. This war that we are fighting now. He and ST Mona, they created this war. Because other people like Ndele, SM Ndele refused. They did not accept. So they should pray for us. Because they are the people. In that tomb there, they should pray for us. Because they are the people put us in this mess that they are killing us now. And they have been killing us for 57 years. Okay. The Cameroon Development Corporation is collapsing. Finally, it will collapse because it's going gradually. Going and going. It's collapsing. This is a report by the general manager of CDC, Cameroon Development Corporation, which is one of the, the biggest employee after the government. And it is found in Ambazonians. The report from the general manager of Cameroon Development Corporation on the 5th of August 2018. Out of the 11 estates, none is functioning normally, except the oil mill in Debuncha. Though the workers still face a lot of threats. The CDC spends over 2.5 billion every month as pay to its workers, but that is not possible today. The corporation has been hard hit in so many aspects, such as water supply cut off, processing centers bent, electricity supplies cut off, security guards killed, and many workers kidnapped. In conclusion, CDC is working now on 25%. That is a success for the Ambazonians. Economic defeat. Because if CDC is functioning well, all the money is going back to La Republic, everything is La Republic, the people are enslaved, they are working as slaves, everybody is working in the farm as slaves, month end, they don't have any good salary. Everything is going to the republic. Then they use the monies to buy arms to come and kill us. So we should look for a way to put even, even the Dibucha oil mill should be burned down so that we don't put an end to the CDC. Okay. Atangaji plans. Atangaji plans again to adopt and extradite the IG in the Canada conference. The very people who planned for the adoption and extradition of our president Sisiko Ayokabe Julius and his government, presently in Sep prison in Yaoundé, are still the very people who are planning to hijack the interim government during the Canada conference, during the conference in Canada. It should be noted that the people who refuse to speak when questioned by the team of delegation who are making investigation, these people are still planning evil towards the interim government. Most of them are still there, quiet, but they are working hard in their silence with Atangaji Paul and the rest to do what they did, because they knew what they did, no action was taken on them. So Atangaji Paul is still working with them very well, giving a lot of monies to plan very well so that they will arrest or do one or two things at the Canada conference. That is why even those who organize the Canada conference, we don't even know them. It's just that people have organized the Canada conference. Some experts. We don't know if it's the law firm. The law firm, that is the Query Patton Box law firm. We don't know. But we know there is a conference. Everybody should go. The ID should go. Everybody should be there. We don't know who organized the conference. Atangaji Paul has organized this conference. Atam Milan, Daloba, Mangang, and the rest who struggle to form whether it's scope or what are seated quiet. You people should not think that their quietness means they are defeated. They are seated quiet. They did the first evil. They felt that it will cripple the movement. But unfortunately, we got courage and we went so far. But now they are sitting quiet as if they are just forgetting, as if they don't have to do anything. They are planning seriously to hijack the conference. Hijack all those who come to in that conference. There's so many ways. That is why Atangaji said in his own speech that, the same plane that brought the president and his government will be the same plane that will bring the IG to Yaoundé and, most of the able activists. So you put up that he's playing. He has already planned it very well. Fortunately, he's telling people in advance. If you see a person who is a criminal, he sit quiet. Don't think that he's afraid. He's not afraid. He's planning. Thieves do not speak. They are too quiet. If you see a thief, you don't know it's a thief. It's only his action that make you know that it's a thief. So these people who have planned, the adoption and extradition of Sisiko and his team are sitting quiet. and they will do something more than that, because what they did, no action was taken against them. There were no sanction. Just the fact that they said they should leave the IG, that was not enough. These people are still there planning with Atananchi, seriously, with Shiruma and the rest. So this just information that we are giving to the IG and those who attend the conference. We are in a developed world. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. They can pay mafias, international mafias. They will hijack all of you people. As what happened in Nara Hotel. You know, they're experts all over the world who, when they see money, they can do anything. You people can be intoxicated in the conference. Everybody fall asleep. And they will hijack you people. And you'll be inside Atlantis plane. So you people should take care. A way to a wise is sufficient. Okay. The square pattern box, the square pattern box, an American firm, American law firm, that is a lobby firm, has been paid by Paul Biya $400,000 to help facilitate the genocide in Ambazonia. Robert S. Kapla has been hired to hide the dictator's crime abroad. He has been hired to hide the crime, to cover the crime, even in front of the United Nations and in front of the Americans. He is working hard to hide the genocide being carried out by the forces of the Republic under the dictator of Paul Biya. But for your information, Mr. Robert, for your information, Mr. Robert, you are just wasting your time. The world knows already that genocide is going on in Ambazonia. Being caused by the Republic of Cameroon forces. Now I will show you Mr. Robert S. Kapla. Mr. Robert S. Kapla. And all those working in your firm, look at more genocides which are going on presently as I am saying this, and you know others but also in Cameroon. I will show you now the video so that you can see the genocide. I will see how you can be hiding genocide that the whole world is seeing. So let me show you the video so that you people can see, the world can see the genocide that is going on. Let me show you again. That was a young man who had been killed by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon, young Ambazonian, who have been killed just of recent. That is the guy who have been killed yesterday. Genocide is going on. Genocide is going on. Let me show you the next. Let Mr. Robot see how genocide is going on. Genocide being caused by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon, the evil forces.
The world, I want to see the terrorists, I mean, of Biadi do. The world, I want to see the terrorists, I mean, of Biadi do.
That is it.
Now, two civilians, they did so they kill them for inside house. With the broke door, method of 5:30 morning, then shoot and kill them. To prepare, they attack the civilians and they destroy their homes.
The world should see. It just happened. Of recent. Yesterday.
And take the lights over now. United Nations are one more activity they happen. One until the genocide will take place to Southern Cameroon. See a young boy child, not up to 12 years, like that. A gun as machine gun they use and so we shoot the hit. Look at other small brother, about 7 years. That pass don't show. I want me the world to see what they happen to Southern Cameroon. Wait till the Republic do Ambazonian citizens them. How they terrorize our citizens, they destroy them, kill them anyhow like animals. Just this morning, Upete Bakunu, see how many civilians them. 9 civilians they don't just kill this morning. Upete Bakunu. One family 9 sleep, so 3. The other house are 2 today where they meet up and they kill them. I want me the world to see what they happen to Southern Cameroon. And I want the United Nations take immediate action to this act. If not, the world will live to regret the act of genocide with the because of the zone to Southern Cameroon zone.
That is a genocide. Pete Bakunu, in the region in Bakunu, killing. They killed about 9 people. They just break into houses and they massacre, genocide. They kill. This is the order given by the Minister of Defense under La Republique Dictator Paul Biya. Let me show you another video of the evil forces La Republique causing genocide.
Les gens, qu'est-ce que vous dites de cette mission, ces gens? C'est une mission de kamikaze. Alors, yeah! Yeah!
That is the genocide going on. Killing and killing. The Republic, the Cameroon forces does not respect human rights. Okay, you will hear from the report from BBC Focus reporting on the shooting. BBC Focus in Africa has reported the killings. In Ambazonia and the abuse of human rights by the Army of the Republic seen in this recent video on the killing in Bakudu County in the southern zone of southern Cameroon. Listen to BBC Focus in Africa. While all the genocide are going on by Paul Biya, dictator forces, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, is supporting Biya in carrying out the genocide. Antonio Guterres is helping to discredit not only the United Nations, but all Americans. Antonio Guterres is helping not only to discredit the United Nations, but all the Americans. The way the United Nations is functioning is pushing the collapse of the United States of America as a main police of world peace. Guterres and other countries in the Security Council like Britain, France, China, etc. are planning all the seats to see that America collapse so that China should become a superpower to control the world peace. This can be seen by the close relationship France is having with China and Russia. This shows the United Nations that France is planning against the America. Planning against the America, that America should collapse. They're pretending as being an ally to America. So America should take note. Let me put the audio you hear from, from BBC Focus in Africa. Oh, sorry for now, I cannot get the audio, but I'll put it later if I can get to it. Excuse me for that. Okay. Okay, the evil forces. These evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon. These evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon, the military men, have been ordered by, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Defense of the Republic of Cameroon, to break the houses of the citizens and kill anything they see living. Hence, great genocide in modern world is realized. Here, hence, great genocide is realized in this modern world going on now in Ambazonia. You can see the video at Bakundu, Kansi. 9 civilians were killed. Include them, babies, young men, women, and men. The whole this week, there has been killing of the youth by the army of the dictator, Paul Biya. We, the Ambazonians, are calling of the United States of America under the presidency of Donald Trump to use his power as the police of the world peace to come and stop the genocide being carried out by the Republic forces on the Southern Cameroonians. Since the whole world has refused to come to the aid of the Ambazonians, history will never forget and forgive the world for standing aloof, looking. The civilians of the Southern Cameroons are being killed. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres took the golden statue from the dictator Paul Biya, and he is encouraging the genocide. The African Union is in favor of the dictator. France, Britain, China is in favor of the dictator Paul Biya because of interest they have on oil and gas in southern Cameroon. Hence, our last hope is the USA, United States of America. Please, Mr. President Donald Trump, make history for yourself in stopping the genocide in Ambazonia, which is going on. We are begging you. Good news reaching us says the Square Pattern Box Legal Service in Washington, D.C. is closed. This is because of the corruption that the company, the law firm, is orchestrating in the United States. In other genocide aspects, a young man who is a newly elected senator in Wom from SDF, by name Wuli Sule, was shot several times on Tuesday, the 7th of August 2018. He was in his son's house, has become quarter in Wom and the door was forced open by the military men of Pobia, and he was shot. He was popularly known as Papa Solo. He was a student of GHS, whom this year he is doing his final year. He was doing his final year in Upper Sciences. May his soul rest in peace. Let me see if I can show you the picture, if it's possible. Okay, I cannot get a picture now. Sorry for that. Sorry. Okay. In other aspects, all frontline leaders of the struggle for the independence of southern Cameroon are now moving towards one direction. This is good news also. Collaboration and unity across the frontline movement. A breakthrough is noticed in the direction of building a unified front against the frontline movements. Comrade Dr. Sako, President of the interim government of Southern Cameroon, Comrade Dr. Akwanga, the head of the Youth League of SCNC, and leader of Sukadev, Comrade Kumenta, and Comrade Jonba Akuro are able and one of our strongest activists. And Ntum Fon Buhebet of Maurice met face to face for several hours on the night of breaking Wednesday, 8th August 2018. And they agreed on a few steps which are as follows. A resolution was followed up on which was to call up, brief and secure the buy-in of comrades not physically present at the meeting. The comrades briefed due are Dr. Cho Ayafo or Cho Ayaba, Comrade Edwin Ngang, Comrade Catherine Mfomangum, Comrade Vivian Mbangui, as well as the delegates of comrades from Canada, China, Chicago, and the US or the UK, who are working on the Canadian Conference of Leaders. Agenda disclosed in the meeting were as follows. Leaders harmonized their views on the events announced in the audio message for Washington by Comrade Dr. Sako, and the protest in planning by ARCC agreed to hold one united protest and outside the White House on the 19th August, not 20th August 2018, and to maximize turnout. Events were doubled as an ecumenical service for everyone likely to miss church or mosque services on that day. The online sign up participation and voting announced for 18 August 2018 will proceed as announced. The Ambazonians are encouraged to massively take part. The session announced in the audio from Comrade Dr. Sako also focused on agreeing collaboration will be facilitated by comrades who have been working hard on making such an outcome possible during the conference. Announced for Canada. These comrades shall join the Washington DC events, and leaders shall at a future date honor a follow-up events as needed in Canada. This was the agenda in the Wednesday meeting. It is a good progress towards unity, because nearly all the comrades has accepted that they will be in the United States. You know, all the frontline leaders have accepted that they will be in the United States for the meeting. Okay. Okay, this was another, disclaimer. Ekema Agbo of the US sent a disclaimer. Listen to what he said. Ekema Agbo of the US. Disclaimer. Listen to what he said. Please share this disclaimer with your audience, because since the brokers of the alleged report from Minister Diom Ngute visit, I have received calls from family and friends wondering whether I am working for the Cameroon government. I did meet with my friends. I did meet with my friends, with my friend, Minister Dio Ngute, as I often do whenever he visits the United States of America. He introduced me to members of his team and make no commitment nor accepted. I make no commitment or accepted any offer to represent the Cameroon government in the United States. I explained to the minister that as an academic and a humanist who does not participate in politics for personal as well as religious reasons, I can only offer suggestions for long terms which are non-political. This includes helping to develop and educate, helping to develop an educational curriculum that will build trust, mutual respect, equity, and justice among young people who will become future leaders regardless of whatever political arrangement emerge out of the current crisis. I lamented the irrational killing of innocent people and wondered why the government have not engaged in the inclusive dialogue that everyone has called for. Unfortunately, nothing I said was included in the report. Ekima Agbo. So this is, you know, the ministers when they visited the United States, they was alleged that they met with Ekima Agbo and gave him a post of responsibility to try to work hard in the United States in order to, you know, educate the population in the United States about the odds that the Ambazonians are doing on ground zero and to discourage them from independence and to arrest, to make plans for so that they can arrest people like Back Marita and the rest, you know. But now, what the guy is saying in the disclaimer, he did not accept with all those facts. So the people just frame the story and put it on him. So he himself is good at written and explain everything. Say, we the Ambazonians have understood the trust of your meeting. We the Ambazonia have understood the truth of your meeting with the ministers who visited USA, with Joe Ngute among them. Say, try to keep